Alright, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to replace and install oxygen sensors on a 2009 Honda Accord. Now basically what you're going to need to do this are the OE replacement sensors. You're going to need a pliers, a oxygen sensor socket, and a 3/8 ratchet. And without further ado, let's begin. So I had a check engine light on this car and it didn't go away until I installed these. I tried the mass airflow sensor first, that didn't work, so I knew it had to be these because apparently these sensors have been in the car since the car was purchased. So I decided to replace them. And so basically we're gonna go from top to bottom, starting with the upstream, and then we're gonna go to the downstream. As you can see, the downstream is further below there. And so to begin, we're going to use PB Blaster to lubricate the area to get into threads. It's basically a penetrating oil that allows you to break free the sensor a lot easier so that you don't have to strain and risk damaging the threads. And so once you catch it, just turn it, apply a little bit of pressure, and it should come free like so. And then right after, you want to do the you want to also disconnect the electrical connections from the wire harness so that you can loosen it. And so now the sensor should be able to be finger loosened, and as you can see, there is a bunch of white deposits on it from the catalytic converter, and those basically inhibit readings and make the sensor useless. And so now we're gonna do the bottom, the downstream sensor. So as before, PB Blaster, then break that connection free, and then you're gonna want to go to the wires and disconnect the wires, and you're gonna twist that bottom connection out. And here I install a new sensor right after. So you want to feel around for that hole that the sensor is supposed to go inside of, and right after you feel that hole, try to twist it and catch it and catch the threads. And once the threads are caught, then you can finger tighten it and make sure that it's nice and snug. And also be sure to make that electrical connection after you're done finger tightening. Then after that, you want to come behind it with the sensor socket and tighten it more. And now the same thing goes for the upstream. Finger tighten it first, make sure that it's nice and snug and that it's in place, and make sure also that that cup stays in front of the sensor itself. And now you want to come down with that socket again and get it caught firmly onto the sensor itself. And then you want to tighten it, and make sure you don't over tighten it because this one is kind of easy to over tighten. So just make sure that you apply like a moderate pressure and then tighten it. Make sure that it's nice and as a snug fit. And right after, you want to catch the electrical connections and make sure that all of those are uniform and that they're all facing the same direction. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Now, if you do have a check engine light on your dashboard, you're gonna want to go in there and see if you do have a scan tool, like a Craftsman scan tool or a Pro Tools scan tool. There's lots of scan tools that you can buy, but if you do have one, you're gonna want to go in there and see if you can plug it in and erase the codes. Or basically, if you don't have one, eventually the code should fall off and they should come off the dashboard naturally as you drive. But otherwise, that's gonna be it for this video. Remember guys to like, share, and subscribe, and if you did find this video helpful, share it to somebody who could also find it useful. And you know, that's it for MGM Designs on this episode. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.